Well, hello there, and I do hope you're all well, and I do hope you all had a wonderful weekend. Right, this is Doug Beattie of the Ulster Unionist Party. He's at the subcommittee meeting to give his deliberation on the Northern Ireland Protocol on Ireland, and he has something very, very interesting to say. So without further ado, I'll allow the chairperson to go through the motions, and we'll have a listen to what he has to say.
Good afternoon and welcome to this public meeting of the Subcommittee on the Protocol on Ireland, Northern Ireland. We're today holding the final evidence session of our follow-up inquiry into the impact of the Protocol on Ireland, Northern Ireland. And this inquiry is a follow-up to the committee's introductory report published last July and the committee's examination of individual aspects of the Protocol's operation in the period since then. Today we continue our engagement with the five largest political parties in the Northern Ireland Assembly after the Assembly elections on the 5th of May, following our meetings with the representatives of the SDLP, the Alliance Party and Sinn Féin on the 25th of May. Later this afternoon we will hear from Sir Geoffrey Donaldson, leader of the DUP. Our first witness today is Doug Beattie, MLA, leader of the Ulster Unionist Party. You're extremely welcome. Thank you very much for coming and appearing before us, and we much look forward to the evidence that you will give us in our session this afternoon. Today's meeting is being broadcast, and a verbatim transcript will be taken for subsequent publication, which will be sent to you to check for accuracy. And I refer also to the list of members' interests published on the committee's website. So perhaps I could ask you just to set the ball rolling with the first question, and if you could set out the Ulster Unionist Party overall position in relation to the protocol, that would be a very good start for us. And once
I think that I'm quite looking forward to what he has to say here, actually.
Again, welcome and thank you very much for being with us.
Well, thank you, Lord Chairman, for inviting me and for all the members for taking the time to listen to this evidence session. I know it's lovely weather outside and we're all stuck inside here, but it's very, very important. And if I could also thank you all, this committee, for being probably the only committee who's doing serious scrutiny on stuff that's coming out from the EU. I know you are working very hard, and I thank you all for that. As the leader of the Ulster Unionist Party, I mean, we have a strong vested interest, having been the party of the Belfast Good Friday Agreement and worked hard with others, of course, to bring that to fruition. It was the balancing of the unbalanceable, but we managed to balance it, and it has served us well since 1998. I do have to mention this, if I can, Lord Chairman, is that we always seen Brexit as something that would be destabilising for the United Kingdom, but more so destabilising for Northern Ireland and could well be destabilising for the Good Friday Belfast Agreement. That is why on the main we did not support Brexit and we voted against Brexit. Indeed, we warned that when we had Brexit we would have customs posts in Larne and in Belfast, and we did that just a number of days before the referendum, how true it was. But if we didn't support Brexit, we certainly did not support the protocol. And in fact, we warned of the protocol when it started to come to fruition in 2019, that without buy-in from politicians in Northern Ireland, the Northern Irish people, that the protocol would simply not work. And again, we've been proven to be right on that, and that is the protocol is not working, and there's multiple reasons why it's not working. Least of all is that balancing of the unbalanceable. The Belfast Good Friday Agreement has many dimensions to it, but the north-south and east-west are key, and we never supported any form of hardening of the border north-south, and therefore we were absolutely not in favour of any form of a border east-west. So everything we have done since 2019 has been to try to rebalance what has unbalanced in the Belfast Good Friday Agreement. And the Belfast Good Friday Agreement is slowly being damaged, it's slowly being eroded. And our recommendations on multiple occasions were to try and get rid of that border down the Irish Sea to bring us back into into balance again. And we've put forward many recommendations in regards to that. Some of those recommendations appeared in the UK command paper of July of last year, and some are still sitting there that can be used even now. But
just have one question. It says not in favour of the protocol. The only question is, when Theresa May brought in the backstop, were they a fan of that? I don't know. I have plenty of very intelligent individuals who live in Ireland who know better than me. So that's my only question. I said, did they support the backstop? That should be an interesting answer, I suppose.
Certainly, we believe that the protocol can be fixed. There needs to be some form of a treaty between the UK and the EU which governs the issues around Northern Ireland and the frontier between the UK and the EU. So there has to be something. Call it the protocol, call it a treaty, call it it doesn't really matter. There has to be something. But the protocol we have now is not it. It is a bad deal, and it's just simply not going to work. I hope that gives a basic idea of where we sit at this moment in time.
That's a very...
Now, I found what he had to say about Brexit very, very interesting. And as far as I could tell, I could totally agree with him. But there were a couple of things, like I said in the video. Were they happy with the backstop? If not, then I don't know what they wanted. But like, as I say, I don't live in Ireland, so... And I do have a lot of very intelligent subscribers who do live in Ireland, and they will be more over this than I'll ever be. So, is he right about the Northern Ireland Protocol? Or I know I agree with him about Brexit, but is he right about the protocol? Leave your comments in the below, I suppose. Right, I shall leave the video here. Until the next time, I shall bid you farewell and take care.